Beautiful Geminis. Welcome back, Gemini. Thank you for joining me here. Let's get into your messages from the divine. Things the divine would like you to know, Gemini. Animal soul friends. Fur babies, furred and feathered creatures, or animal soul friends being around you. You could be a pattern breaker. You could be breaking some kind of pattern. You may be keeping your space from somebody, and you could be releasing a promise, okay? Honor your worth. It's like you may have made a promise, but it's okay to release it. It's like in order to break a pattern, you've got to release some kind of promise or vow that it's okay to not keep your promise on something in order to change a pattern about something. Endings are forgiving, or are forgiving. Why did I say that? Endings are merely beginnings. You you could be breaking some sort of pattern here, and I want to get into it a little further, but let's see. Retreating. You could be keeping your distance from someone. It's telling you to seek and receive consolation from God to overcome a difficult experience. This is a time for reflection, solitude, and contemplation. Angel warriors. Angels are overseeing your life and protecting you. Okay. The best is yet to be. Good things have happened, but even better things will be presented. Patience. No matter what the situation looks like, your desire will come when it's meant to come. Intention is the creative power that fills our dreams. As your will, so is your destiny. You might be taking a chance on a new path here. Having confidence. Maybe you want your independence. Maybe maybe it's moving. Maybe it's like, oh, I don't know, it's a vow, a promise, breaking a promise. It may have been something that you or someone else never thought that they would do. But it's like to break a pattern. A pattern. Know your worth. Know your value. You're feeling guided. Now, you may be wanting to walk away from something, or it looks like you've invested some time here, but you may not be feeling emotionally fulfilled. And it could be that you are in search of something more fulfilling, like, no, breaking free somehow. It's home. This is endings are for beginnings. Oh boy. Pushing someone to choose. It's like a beginning. Good things have happened, but even better things are to come. The Sun, the Ace of Cups. Like, when we leave something that we put our effort into, and it's considerable effort, 8 cups, but there's something more fulfilling. It's like, and then you find it. It's like you're walking from the 8 of cups right to the 10 of cups, finding your joy, finding your peace, finding, what you love and who you love, and what makes you feel emotionally fulfilled instead of feeling void. Mm. So you might be taking space from someone for a while. Like, it could be family, even. Like, and it's like you're taking action to find something more stimulating or emotionally fulfilling. That's a leader, that's an entrepreneur energy. That is someone who's, like I said, invested quite some time into a situation, but knows it's void. Of course, it's void. You could be like breaking tradition. You could be breaking free of an unhealthy pattern. And anytime you try to break free of an unhealthy pattern, people like to keep you in that pattern. They're accustomed to you being in that pattern. Oh, jeez. Someone is despising, loathing, envying someone who is minding their own business, someone who is committed here, may be committed to self love. maybe now has put themselves as a priority, which that is what they're supposed to do, and somebody else is feeling awfully choked about it. Oh, but now the name calling comes out. That's that name calling. That's someone calling calling someone a name, calling them greedy, calling them selfish for ending a situation, but in pursuit of what? This is a person who doesn't want to settle for less. So, yeah, they could have been in a situation where they invested a lot of emotions into, but they may have found that it was void. So, someone is in the pursuit of a more fulfilling life, a more emotionally fulfilling, financially fulfilling life, and they're being hated for doing so. It's like the trap. People hate it when you break free. People hate it when you think for yourself. People hate it that you're breaking tradition, or you promised you would never do this, or you promised you would never do that, or you promised you would never do a certain thing. But spirit is okay. It is okay to break a promise. It's okay to break a promise if what you're doing provides you more emotional fulfillment. Someone's laying a guilt trip on someone, calling someone selfish for ending something and mocking them and making fun of them, calling them greedy and selfish for wanting a more fulfilling life. Why is that? That's a mentality you're breaking free of. There's nothing wrong with having faith. There is nothing wrong with believing in yourself. That's what we're here to do, is grow and ascend. Someone is awful bitter that someone has found their calling or their north node or their purpose in life, and they are breaking patterns and breaking free, and they may be doing some kind of keeping their distance in order to achieve this. And someone over here is awful bitter because someone is fulfilling their life purpose. Let's face it, someone is fulfilling their life purpose. And maybe this person is committed to God. Or maybe this person, they're on this life one time. They want to live it to the fullest. It's like, I congratulate them. I say congratulations to whoever this is. They've gone up against the slander, the gossip, they've gone up against people hating on them, calling them selfish, calling them greedy for wanting a better life, which that's exactly what we're here to do. Claim our inherent birthrights. And someone is guilting someone into believing it's selfish, it's greedy, it's wrong. No, it's because they have settled for less and someone else decided to change their pattern or change their life. So they're going to hate you when you lose. They're going to hate you when you win. They're going to hate you when you're beautiful. They're going to hate you when you're not beautiful. They're going to hate you when you have long hair. They're going to hate you when you have short hair. Haters just hate for the sake of hating. Hating anybody that's different than them. Hating anybody who thinks out of the box. So this person has broken a pattern. They have broken free of a pattern. It could have been a pattern of relationships, a pattern of settling for less, a pattern of they're emotionally fulfilled. This is someone who is emotionally fulfilled, living their life purpose, living what they were brought here to do. Sometimes our family means well, but if you dare to be different, oh, the shackles come out. Oh, the name calling comes out. That's greedy. That's selfish. That's this. That's that. No, it's what they're here to do. It's their path. Everyone has their own path. It may not be for this person, but it is for this one. The guilt trips are coming out. The name calling. This person is strong. And they're honest and they're telling the truth. And they're being respectful about it. And they're honoring their commitment to like the universe. Before we ever come here, we don't make a promise to our parents or our family. We make a vow to God. You know what I'm saying? And this person is dedicated to what they believe. They're in their North Node. That is their life purpose. Maybe their life purpose is to be a healer. Maybe their life purpose is to be carrying out a promise. Maybe if you believe in reincarnation, they could just be picking up for where they left off in a last lifetime and coming back to complete their mission. So they might have a lot of wisdom or be wise souls. These could be beginner minds. Like, this person is a wise soul. This person has many life experiences under their belt. This is someone with a lot of wisdom. They're an old soul. So they've lived many lifetimes. They've had many, many experiences. And now they're in their North Node. They may have come back to this earth to fulfill their mission and pick up where they left off. Maybe they died, and have to come back and complete their mission. Where these souls may be immature souls, beginner souls. They don't understand how somebody could just do what they did and live their dream, live their mission. And they resent it and they're jealous of it and they hate it. So because they hate it, because they don't have it, it's not that they can't have it, it's that they choose to. They're not evolved yet, they're not awakened. Every soul is on its own level, and every person, whether we're family or not, are on our own evolution, not the family's evolution. We're here as family, but we have our own path to follow. And someone does not understand this. Someone doesn't understand it. And they could be creating a lot of chaos and conflict. It says to honor your worth first. Make sure your commitment is to yourself first, because you feed your own soul what it needs to grow and nourish itself. Why is there so much jealousy or envy, hidden jealousies and envies? And it's like one upping and competing. This person may have lived this life who knows how many times and how many lessons. Now they're in their final stages, soul completion. These are beginners' minds. They'll get to where this person is, but it may take several lifetimes. So they envy and they're trying to compete where there is no competition. This person has life experience. They have broken free of unhealthy patterns, broken free of unhealthy relationships, broken free, and are living a peaceful life. Just let them live their life out in peace. Why has somebody got a problem with this, Gemini? This is a doesn't mean they're an old person. It just means that they're an old soul, but very wise. These people have beginner minds and they hate, resent what this person has learned, what this person has accomplished, because they have walked away finding that ninth cup, that 10th cup, and they have found it, and they're single. They're not partnered with anyone. They're completing their soul mission, why they came here. Hmm. And I think this is fear more than anything. That's what I was saying. These people are trapped, and it's like, I think that they wanted to trap this person here, but they broke free. So I said the ninth cup and finding the 10th. This person has worked very hard, worked really hard at their lessons, at their healing. It takes years. It takes years. Somebody needs, as I said, this is someone who, I don't know, maybe they're afraid and worried to evolve. I don't know. It would seem like, yeah, who wants to live their life in the regret? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I should have lived to my fullest potential while I was here. You know, this person is living their life. They don't want to leave regret on the table. Like, they shouldn't have to feel guilty for fulfilling their life purpose. This is someone trying to, like, feel guilty for fulfilling their dream or fulfilling their life purpose because maybe other people don't agree with it, or other people are challenging them on it, or I don't know. They don't want to waste their time and energy on it. It's like, live your life to the fullest. That's what this person is doing. They know they're only on this earth a short time and they want to complete their mission. They want to complete their mission. They want to discover their life purpose and they want to they're committed to fulfilling their life purpose with or without anyone, name calling or not, guilt trips or not. So it's really too bad that someone is trying to make someone feel guilty for doing this because they're angry, bitter, resentful. It's valuable. Your time is valuable on this earth. It's precious and it's valuable. And you can't waste time with people who want to hold you down. In order to excel, to be the best that you can be, not the best what somebody else tells you to be, not the best of what somebody else's idea for you would be, but your own identity and have your own individual purpose. There's a lot of guilting going on here, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger. I told you that's beginner minds. They should broaden their horizons. You know, grow. Like this is fast forward movement. In order to grow and accelerate, you can't just sit and wait for life to happen to you. You got to make the best of your life while you're here, and make sure that you're not living your life for what other people planned for you, what other people expected for you, what other people might have guilted you into, but what fulfills you. That's why we're here. Just because we're born into a family does not mean that they they don't know our purpose. They don't know that each and every one of those members of that family have their own vision, have their own journey. Uh-huh. So either someone's angry at you, Gemini, or you're angry with someone else. Could be, I don't know. It's like trying to make a fair judgment call here. Someone's made an unfair judgment on someone. They're like, oh, how dare they break free and go live their life? They're off living their life and they're doing what they want to do, living a carefree life, and they should be celebrating that person because it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. You face all kinds of judgment, you face all kinds of criticism, you face all kinds of name calling. Oh, they're greedy, they're selfish. Well, there's nothing greedy about this person. They're extremely giving and generous. There's nothing greedy about them. Who are the real greedy ones here? You know what I mean? If you if you love someone, wouldn't you want them to be the best version of themselves that they could be? This person is broke free of that codependency, broke free of what other people think of them. They've had the name callings, they've had the accusations. They're selfish, they're greedy for wanting to live the life that they were born here and brought back here to live. It's ridiculous. People gotta stop with the judgment. Just for real. Why not encourage someone to live their dream instead of discouraging it by calling them names, labeling someone like for wanting to fulfill their purpose? Oh well, they need to grow up. Someone needs to grow up. I'm sorry, but they do. I think it's that these people fear change. They fear change. So they live the way they've always lived. They fear change. And if you don't embrace change, when it knocks on your door, you will miss the opportunity. You will never achieve more than what you think. You will only accomplish what you think you can. You will never accomplish more. So these people should not be resenting this person for being independent, trying to live their best selves while they before they pass away. I mean, let's face it, we're all gonna leave this planet. This one wants to leave it in a better place than what they found it. They want to go out in a better place, accomplishing their purpose. Maybe they don't want to return. Maybe it's their last chance to fulfill this purpose out. Maybe they won't be back for another cycle. You know what I mean? People should not inhibit people from growing. Because if you I had an old friend one time who used to tell me, we're just here on a visit. We ain't staying. We're just passing through. And that is the truth. We're not staying. We're just passing through. Change. Someone is avoiding change. That is called stagnancy. It's called stagnancy. Staying in the same mindset and not evolving. We're here to evolve, not to remain. You got to do and challenge yourself to face fears, to face your worst fears. Whatever your worst fear is, challenge it, take it on, defeat it. That's what we're supposed to do, what we're afraid to do. I don't know. Sometimes people intend well, but are their expectations of us going to keep us from evolving? Or do we take that on as a challenge and face our fears and say it's time to grow? It's time to break this pattern. It's time to break a pattern. Or B, we pass it down to the next generation. What we will one day be the ancestors. And what have we shown our children? And it's our legacy, what we leave behind. And maybe you want to leave a different legacy than what your family legacy was. And maybe you want to have to give your children a different perspective. Then that's what you know to do. We are meant to evolve. We're not meant to stay the same creatures. We are meant to evolve from generation to generation. We're not meant to stay the same. You are a pattern breaker, and you could be breaking a pattern, and somebody may not be liking it. Take care, Gemini.